I want to tell you a story about life in the near future, a future shaped not just by artificial intelligence, but by the unchecked forces of corporatism. This is a story of a vision of day-to-day life in 2030 and beyond, where artificial general intelligence, AGI, has given way to artificial superintelligence, ASI, but instead of a utopia, we've ended up in a world where corporations dictate the terms of human existence. Before we begin, some context. I spent years as a product manager at Meta, working at the cutting edge of AI, building tools that promised efficiency and connection. But efficiency for whom? Connection for what purpose? This is not a utopian tale. It's a stark look at the economic and social transitions that come when corporations prioritize automation, profitability, and shareholder returns over people. Selena wakes up not to an alarm, but to the quiet hum of an AI-driven existence. Her home system, owned by a corporate entity that leases back access to what used to be basic human needs, has adjusted the temperature to the optimal setting while ensuring her energy subscription remains in the affordable tier. She didn't buy this home, she subscribes to it, like most people now. Traditional homeownership was quietly eroded in the 2020s as real estate conglomerates realized leasing was far more profitable. As she sips her coffee, grown, processed, and distributed entirely by AI-driven agribusinesses, she reviews her financial dashboard. Like most people, she no longer works in the traditional sense. The corporations that once employed millions realized long ago that human labor was an inefficiency. Instead, Selena receives a universal basic income, a concession made by policymakers after public unrest threatened corporate stability. But it's not enough to thrive, just enough to keep people from revolting. She supplements her income with fractional ownership in a series of AI-driven content platforms, but the returns are minimal. True wealth remains locked behind the closed doors of those who own and control the AI itself. She spends her morning in a virtual learning environment, taking an advanced course in biological systems design, not for a job, but to maintain relevance. Education is no longer about career advancement. Careers, as they once existed, have been erased. Now, education is a means to personal fulfillment if you can afford the premium tier AI tutors. The free versions are riddled with ads and data tracking, another reminder that nothing in this world is truly free. Later, Selena crafts handmade jewelry using AI-assisted design tools to refine her creations. The AI suggests optimal materials, predicts trends, and even generates marketing copy for her online store. But true independence is an illusion. The platform she sells on takes a sizable cut, and its opaque algorithms determine whether her work is surfaced to buyers or buried beneath mass-produced AI-generated goods. Creativity has not been eliminated, but it has been commodified, optimized, and controlled by the platforms that dominate digital commerce. In the afternoon, she heads to her community center, one of the last vestiges of human-driven spaces. Here, people grow their own food, not because they have to, but because it's one of the few remaining acts of independence. Large-scale food production has been automated, but access is metered. If you want organic produce, you either pay the premium or grow it yourself. Community gardens have become symbols of quiet resistance, places where people exchange knowledge and resources outside corporate control. Her health checkup happens at home. An AI-driven diagnostic system monitors her vitals, cross-referencing them with massive data sets to predict potential issues before they arise. It's more accurate than human doctors ever were, but healthcare itself has become a tiered system. The wealthy enjoy full human oversight, while the rest rely on automated care, with human intervention only when absolutely necessary. Selena's AI flags a possible issue with her liver, but the human doctor reviewing the data is overloaded, responsible for thousands of patients at once. Monitor it, the system tells her. We'll check again in 6 months. As Selena prepares for bed, she reflects on the world she lives in. The transition was not easy. The promises of AI-driven prosperity were real, but the benefits were not distributed equally. Traditional employment faded, and with it, human agency eroded. The basic infrastructure of life, food, shelter, healthcare, education, became more accessible through automation, but always at a cost. The rich own the AI, the rest subscribe to existence. Human creativity is no longer a necessity, but a hobby, permitted as long as it doesn't interfere with engagement metrics. This is not a dystopia, nor is it a utopia. It is a world where corporations have won, where AI is leveraged not to uplift humanity, but to optimize profits. This is the future we are sleepwalking into unless we reclaim technology for people, not just for shareholders. The post-labor economy isn't a dream, it's a reality we must fight to shape before it shapes us. Signing off, a former Meta PM who saw it coming.